The Council of Three remains one of the most enigmatic and obscure secret societies in history, rumored to have operated in 19th century New Orleans. This shadowy group is believed to have combined two powerful and seemingly disparate traditions, Freemasonry and Voodoo, into a unique syncretic order. While hard evidence of their existence is scarce, the oral histories, scattered accounts, and folklore that surround the council paint a fascinating portrait of a society that blended ritual, mysticism, and power during a time of significant cultural and social upheaval. New Orleans in the 19th century was a city like no other, a melting pot where French, Spanish, African, and Caribbean cultures intersected. This convergence created a fertile ground for unique traditions, beliefs, and practices to flourish. The city's residents, from the Creoles of European descent to the free people of color and enslaved Africans, lived within a rich but often fraught tapestry of cultures. It was within this multifaceted society that the Council of Three is rumored to have emerged, a product of its environment and a testament to the city's capacity for innovation and adaptation. The blending of Freemasonry and Voodoo at the core of the council was emblematic of the broader syncretism that characterized New Orleans. Freemasonry, a fraternal organization rooted in Enlightenment ideals of rationality, progress, and universal brotherhood, appealed to the educated elite seeking structure and purpose. Voodoo, on the other hand, was a deeply spiritual practice born of African traditions and adapted in the Americas. It provided a sense of empowerment, connection to the divine, and resilience against oppression. By merging these two distinct traditions, the Council of Three created something entirely new, reflecting the complexities and contradictions of its time. As the name suggests, the Council of Three was reportedly led by a triad of leaders, each representing a critical aspect of the society. The first was a Freemason, likely someone with a deep understanding of Masonic rites, symbols, and philosophy. This individual was thought to provide the intellectual framework for the group, borrowing elements of Freemasonry's hierarchical structure and coded rituals. The second leader was a Voodoo priest or priestess, a figure deeply connected to the spiritual practices and cultural traditions of Voodoo. This person ensured the society's rituals maintained a strong spiritual resonance, drawing upon the power of the LWA spirits to guide and protect the group. The third leader was an intermediary, someone who could navigate the boundaries between these two worlds, ensuring cohesion and harmony within the society. Membership in the council was highly exclusive and shrouded in secrecy. Potential members were carefully vetted, often drawn from influential circles, including business leaders, politicians, and spiritual practitioners. Initiations were rumored to involve elaborate rites designed to test the candidate's loyalty, courage, and alignment with the group's values. These rituals often took place in hidden locations, ranging from abandoned mansions to secluded bayous or underground chambers. The council's meetings were said to be conducted in utmost secrecy, with members using coded language and symbols to communicate. The Council of Three's rituals were perhaps its most intriguing and defining feature. Drawing from both Freemasonry and Voodoo, these ceremonies were elaborate, symbolic, and deeply spiritual. Freemasonry contributed elements such as the use of ritual tools, compasses, squares, and aprons, and an emphasis on moral and philosophical teachings. Voodoo brought vibrant ceremonies involving rhythmic drumming, chanting, dancing, and the invocation of spirits. One of the council's most iconic rituals was its initiation ceremony. This rite reportedly began with the candidate being blindfolded and led into a dark chamber, illuminated only by candlelight. The room was adorned with symbols from both traditions, including Masonic emblems and vivs, intricate drawings representing the LWA. The candidate was then subjected to a series of tests, both physical and spiritual, to prove their worthiness. These tests often involved confronting one's fears, demonstrating loyalty, and participating in spiritual invocations. The climax of the initiation was the symbolic binding of the candidate to the council. This act, performed by the three leaders, involved the recitation of oaths and the exchange of symbolic items. The newly initiated member was then welcomed into the group with a ceremonial feast, where traditional Creole dishes, music, and storytelling added to the sense of community and belonging. Although the Council of Three operated in secrecy, its influence was rumored to extend far beyond its membership. Some accounts suggest that members of the council held positions of power in local government, business, and religious institutions. This allowed the society to subtly shape the city's social and political landscape. For instance, it is believed that the council played a role in preserving voodoo practices during a time when they were often marginalized or suppressed. By incorporating voodoo into a structure resembling Freemasonry, the council provided a protective framework for its practitioners, allowing them to continue their traditions under the guise of a respectable fraternal order. The council's influence was also evident in its ability to mediate conflicts and foster unity among New Orleans' diverse communities. In a city often divided along racial and cultural lines, the council served as a bridge, bringing together individuals from different backgrounds under a shared purpose. This inclusivity, however, also made the council a target of suspicion and fear. Tales of mysterious disappearances, sudden financial ruin, and other misfortunes befalling those who crossed the society added to its aura of power and danger. By the late 19th century, the Council of Three seemed to fade into obscurity. Some historians attribute this to internal conflicts, as the delicate balance between its Freemasonic and Voodoo elements may have become increasingly difficult to maintain. Others suggest that growing scrutiny from law enforcement, religious authorities, and rival groups forced the council to disband or retreat further underground. Still, there are whispers that the council never truly disappeared, but instead evolved, its traditions carried on by a new generation of practitioners. The legacy of the Council of Three, whether real or imagined, continues to captivate the imagination. For many, it symbolizes the resilience and creativity of New Orleans, a city that has always found ways to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. The council's blending of traditions serves as a reminder of the city's capacity for innovation and its unique ability to bridge divides. The story of the Council of Three is more than just a tale of a secret society. It is a reflection of the broader cultural, social, and spiritual dynamics of 19th century New Orleans. It speaks to the ways in which people navigate identity, community, and power in a complex and often divided world. Whether as a historical reality or a compelling legend, the Council invites us to explore the hidden layers of our history and the forces that shape our lives. New Orleans itself is a city of layers, where past and present coexist in a delicate dance. The Council of Three, if it existed, was a product of this environment, embodying the city's contradictions and its capacity for transformation. Its rituals and practices, its influence and secrecy, all contribute to an enduring mystery that continues to inspire curiosity and wonder. In the end, the Council of Three reminds us that history is not always what it seems. Beneath the surface lies a world of hidden connections, unseen forces, and untold stories. Whether through the whispers of folklore or the fragments of historical evidence, the Council beckons us to look beyond the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. It challenges us to question what we think we know and to seek out the mysteries that make life endlessly fascinating.